A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beckley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There's the whistle, and here we go. In this game, we reach the halfway point of this season. Rodrigo. Kane. Rodrigo. Great chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Paris Saint-Germain make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Now it's Tova. Cleared away. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Kane.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Skims one in. Danger averted for now. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Messi. Searching passes played there. Tovan, nicely spread. Tovan. Oh, smashing header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Caicedo. And he's forced to go back. Paris Saint-Germain are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Throw in. Lens were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Valverde, now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's chosen to go back, and he's in on goal. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. Camavinga, some really good ball movement. Fires it in low. Machado. Said. Camavinga. Distributed tidily.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Aguilar threads one in. Tovan receives it in a good position here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Camavinga, who's set up 1 goal so far. Machado cuts out the pass. Said going full tilt down the left. And it's been played through. That's very neat. Drive, there's the header. Saliba, in he goes again! And that was very necessary. Rodrigo has found the net here, of course. Paris Saint-Germain heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Just eases him off the ball. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Tovan. And it's Thomason. That's a good ball out wide. Aguilar. Showing good feet. Stood up well to him there. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Not the most convincing of passes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Good ball, good take. Caresses it through. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. A goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Valverde simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Paris Saint-Germain, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Valverde. Caicedo. This looks promising. He's in a great position here. In by Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Caicedo. Looking for options for movement. And face to face with the keeper. And the finish! No mistake! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Le numéro 18.
Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Mercado does well to stand firm and defend it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Valverde! Laws are looking to go forward now. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi goes short. Paris Saint-Germain with another chance from a corner.
Changement en cours.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury.
Camavinga! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Camavinga clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
And here's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Aguilar. Valverde does well to get it back. Now it's Rodrigo. Kane. And it's Camavinga. Can he get onto this? Mendes gets into a good position. Thomas. And Machado. Now it's Said. Thomas. Now, can they get him away? Machado. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pinches it off him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And another try! Said. Thauvin. He's a sharp little ball here. Thauvin. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. Aguilar could try cutting inside here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Changement.
So here comes the substitution. Terrific header! And he couldn't keep it down. Nuno Mendes. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Rodrigo. Over to the left. And it's Valverde. Tries to pass it through. Now then, the ball's come loose.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Satriano. Not the most accurate pass. Nuno Mendes bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this?
Temps additionnel.
And he's being
3 minutes.
shifted off it. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Valverde, nice looking ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Sarr. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Valverde voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.
Before you get me, I was a good thing. Just a minute. Okay, no to pounding. We are coming. Again, I say Satras Pro Carlos 7 and 9. Let's go. Then we are coming baker. Take on both knowledge. The Indian network.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So it's away we go then. This is the first of the second round of fixtures this season. That pass has been well intercepted. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has a terrific header. Oh, in he goes again. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The breakthrough strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Numéro 10.
Paris Saint-Germain breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Dijk. Saliba. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Passing is crisp and sharp. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Camavinga. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a half-decent try. Van Dijk. Paris Saint-Germain are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And this is Messi. He's had a shot! And he's following up! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Decent enough try. They've played it short. Oh, that's neat. Nuno Mendes. Real chance! Strasbourg have the chance to go the other way. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He's got plenty of space out wide here. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass somewhat off target. Barco. Van Dijk. Saliba. Camavinga. Plays the return pass. Rodrigo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now he's off and running. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nuno Mendes. And Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Strasbourg really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga. And it's Mendes. Saliba.
Paris Saint-Germain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Barco. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. It's in he goes again! Harmlessly behind. Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half-time getting close now. Played out to the left flank. Shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. Big chance! And it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
3 minutes de jeu par le numéro 8, Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Saliba.
Temps
Van
additionnel,
Dijk.
1 minute.
Rodrigo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Morera. Showing good feet. Foot in. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Paris Saint-Germain are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
And we're off again. Nuno Mendes. It's Van Dijk. Saliba. Morera. Barco. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Spread out to the left. Morera has it out wide and in space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's a throw-in. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! He has done it! start. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Strasbourg get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Morera. Barco. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for movement. He can get that clear. That is lovely. Played in. They've got to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Saliba. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Lofted upfield. Oh, can he get onto this? Van Dijk. That's a sharp pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Valverde. Barco. And the pass is intercepted. Distributed tidily. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Morera.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Kane. Nicely weighted ball. Rodrigo picks it up out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Le numéro 10, le numéro 16.
And he's forced to go back. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's been taken short. Takes on his marker. And it's pulled. Can he find the finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now it's Messi. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Camavinga. And this is Kane.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Dijk. Paris Saint-Germain, moments now away from seeing this one out. That's a shade optimistic.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Very nicely done.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
That's a
additionnel.
decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Caicedo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Aimed beyond the defence. Mendes looking to hit the byline here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold, and in the end we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out as we thought it might.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. The commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
We're on the way. Camavinga. Valverde. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's off and running. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Caicedo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's clean! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Saliba. And it's Mendes. Rodrigo. And Mendes. Caicedo. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Rodrigo. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Kane. Rodrigo.
It was indecision all around. They have to do a bit better than that.
Crosses it in here. Keeper has taken decisive action. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's got away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pinches it off him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a promising position. Oh, that's nice. Drilled in low. Still goalless at the moment.
Angers really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
And a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's delightful. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's picked it up out wide. Tries to pass it through. All driven towards the far post. And he's there to clear it. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the shot! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well read, nice interception. Kane chasing after it. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, such a clever touch. Looking to go deep. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Saliba. Caicedo. And it's Messi. And it's Valverde. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
To Messi.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Played out to the right. That's Valverde. Camavinga with the cross. Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Camavinga. Caicedo. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Aims beyond the defence. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Van Dijk. Saliba. Valverde. Caicedo. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodrigo. Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Rodrigo. Now it's Kane. Spread out to the left. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now, what about a counter-attack? The less said about that pass, the better. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. And Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Camavinga. And he's forced to go back. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Messi. That's been drilled forward. Muscular approach does pay off here. Saliba. And Mendes. Van Dijk. And it's Mendes. It's Camavinga. Nuno Mendes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's Messi. That has been slung wide. Pings in across. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Changement en cours.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. The message is clear, none shall pass. Saliba, just a quarter of an hour to play.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Closing in on goal, and the ball's come loose here. And it's played in. He can get that clear. Paris Saint-Germain preparing now to welcome the final whistle. Plays a sharp little ball here. That is lovely. Decent chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6.
Final checks on the
Le numéro
touchline.
18.
A change
Le
about to
numéro
occur.
7. À leur place, le
Last
numéro
ditch
4.
defending, but that'll
Le
do.
numéro 9. Le numéro 44.
Nice bit of trickery. It's a promising position. And it's made its way to... He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch.
Après
Sumptuous
90 minutes de
second.
jeu par
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Caicedo gets across to intercept that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Saliba, and it's slung out wide.
Look, there has to be more urgency here.
And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
Nos joueurs ont tout essayé. Ça aurait pu passer, mais il faudra s'en contenter.
अमेरिका क्या कहता था, क्या हो तुम? Lo, yeah, something makes do that. That's okay.
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And we're underway.
Well, courage is a word that Steven Gerrard likes to use a lot. Never be afraid to have a go at it. He's certainly someone who's never afraid to, no matter what the situation.
Not even in the most dire of circumstances, and never more extraordinarily than in 2005 from 3-0 down. He will forever be remembered for that Istanbul fight.
Well, when you take into account the circumstances and the opposition, he's the very epitome of never say die, and will play every game as if it were a cup final, including this one.
Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
But Dowie actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lovely. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Gerrard. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cross into the box.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Saliba. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Pinches it off him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's well spotted. Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Boudaoui. Nice are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
It's out for a goal kick. Nuno Mendes. And it's Gerrard. And it's Pedri. It's a good ball out wide. Abdul Samed. Nicely intercepted. Rodrigo. Kane. Gerrard. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Not the most accurate pass. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. Nicely weighted ball. Hoisted in. And that has been knocked clear. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Rodrigo. Abdul Samed. Abdul Samed. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gerrard. And he's forced to go back. It's Van Dijk. Borga. Played out wide. And that should get the job done. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs comme ils le méritent.
And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Bar. Borga. Oh, that's delightful. Bar is wide and looking to get onto this. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. Van Dijk. Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Gets into some space. Hit into the middle. And the keeper has it. Borga. Mendes makes the interception. Saliba. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Rodrigo. Nice do have a chance to counter here. Tries to pass it through. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Attention, changement.
Fernandes. Rodrigo. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kane. Nicely spread. Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pass somewhat off target. Abdul Samed. Could try cutting inside here. And it's played in. Cleared without hesitation. Gerrard. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Can he get on the end of this? Boga has it out wide and in space. Boga! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Changement pour Nice, le numéro 90.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Le
fact.
numéro 25.
Boga with the
Changement.
short one. In towards the back stick. Gerrard gets it away. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gerrard, searching pass he's played there. Cleared away. He's looking wide. And that pass just didn't quite work. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 8.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Abdul Samed. And Boudaoui. Abdul Samed. Boudaoui. Cho. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Nice clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Pedri.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Boudaoui. Paris Saint-Germain are still in search of that breakthrough goal. Out to the right. Distributed tidily. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's made its way to him. And they can counter here. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Abdul Samed. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Kane. Kane. And it's
Il y
Messi.
aura 2 minutes de temps
90
additionnel.
minutes gone and nothing to show. It's a really well-measured ball. Udawi. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, no joy this time. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.
Voilà, cette rencontre s'achève donc sur un score nul. Nos joueurs ont tout essayé, ça aurait pu passer.
roblox 和一家。
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
To the field.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it.
Well, courage is a word that Steven Gerrard likes to use a lot. Never be afraid to have a go at it. He's certainly someone who's never afraid to, no matter what the situation.
Not even in the most dire of circumstances, and never more extraordinarily than in 2005 from 3-0 down. He will forever be remembered for that Istanbul final.
Well, when you take into account the circumstances and the opposition, he's the very epitome of never say die, and will play every game as if it were a cup final, including this one.
According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So that's got things underway. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a good ball out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Shot could be on. And a chance! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing. And he's quick to get it clear again. Looking wide, out of play for a goal kick. Pedri and Mendes, Rodrigo, and it's Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's picked it up out wide. Andre. It's a promising position. Chance to deliver. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's Valverde. Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Paris Saint-Germain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the left it goes. Gets into some space. Oh, sweet feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Kane. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Andre. It's Meunier. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kane is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Clipped into... He's got tall! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Messi. Valverde. In with the challenge. He's in a great position here. Aims beyond the defence. And the finish! Goal! Nil!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're
After
in.
37 minutes is number 32.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Driving forward. Now that looks a decent ball. Played in. And he's there to clear it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Great vision. Nicely intercepted. Andre. That is good strength. Knocks it out wide. Meunier. Well, that's a little loose. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious,
So
Peter,
that was
but
the first
thankfully
half.
this is still very
We believe the
savable.
boys
Keep
can
things
turn
simple,
around.
keep the
Of course they
intensity
will.
high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 5.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 18.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He is starved of space and time.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Threads one in. It's played through for him. Valverde is on his own. It's anyone's ball now. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. They've played it short. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Messi with the short one. That is lovely.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a key interception. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Van Dijk. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Cirque. Passing nice and neat. Rodrigo. Chance here to counter. Meunier. And he's forced to go back. And it's Meunier. Just about up to the hour now.
52,044.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Meunier. Meunier tries across. And he's cleared it back out. Messi powering forward here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Valverde is in a really good position out wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, good spread. Crosses it into the area. Keeper's dealt with that. Valverde. It's Camavinga. Valverde. Now it's Messi. And it's Pedri. Over to the left. Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Meunier. Meunier.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Can he get on the end of this? Cross in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Lille clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And this is Giroud. Tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Meunier defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Paris Saint-Germain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Andre. Back into the middle. Spread it left. In towards the back stick. Does well to stand firm and defend it.
That's good play from him.
Paris Saint-Germain have reached the now or never stage. Now, can they get him away? Rodrigo providing an outlet on that flank. Deftly away. Nuno Mendes. Pedri. And it's Camavinga. Out to the right. Played back in. Oh, super ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain come up short. They will be taking nothing away from this one, an outcome which is... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And it's Valverde. Mendes gets into a good position. And he's cut it out. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Opts for safety.
Well, courage is a word that Steven Gerrard likes to use a lot. Never be afraid to have a go at it. He's certainly someone who's never afraid to, no matter what the situation.
Not even in the most dire of circumstances, and never more extraordinarily than in 2005 from 3-0 down. He will forever be remembered for that Istanbul fight.
Well, when you take into account the circumstances and the opposition, he's the very epitome of never say die, and will play every game as if we were a cup final, including this one.
Neither side especially adventurous early on. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gerrard, very much a man of this moment.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Valverde.
Oh, great feat, that.
It could be in here. Chips it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Lorient trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Oh, strongly challenged there. Played out to the right. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Mendes. Rodrigo. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Valverde. Oh, good spread.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Kane. Kane. Now it's Valverde. He's in space and looking for options. Quick look, then plays it in. Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Paris Saint-Germain have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Camavinga, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a decent ball. Crosses it in. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. Messi. And it's Valverde. Oh, good read. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's looking wide. Knocks it into space. Nuno Mendes with the cross. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs comme ils le méritent.
Here we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Can he get it? Rodrigo! That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba spots it and intercepts.
This is the time you need that pace.
Van Dijk. And it's Mendes. Camavinga. Lorient claim it back to much approval. And it's been taken short. Oh, he's played it in low. Lorient have the chance to go the other way. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Out to the right. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Caught offside that time. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Attention, changement.
Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Gerrard. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Pedri. That has been cut short. Now he's off and running. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Saliba, Van Dijk. Some good work on the right flank here. Pedri, over to the left. And it's Son Heung-min. Well read, nice interception. So what can they make of this? Tries a measured ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rodrigo. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Now it's Rodrigo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Fernandes. Aimed beyond the defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Can he get on the end of this? Son Heung-min! Really well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Well, this certainly makes the game a little more exciting as we near the conclusion.
Changement pour Lorient. Le numéro 28. À sa place, le numéro 12. Changement.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Tries to play it through.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi. Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to clear it. Son Heung-min. Pedri. And the ball is out of play. And that has put paid to that. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Son Heung-min. Over to the left. They get a throw in. And it's been given away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nuno Mendes tries a cross.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Playing
additionnel.
for a throw. Pedri played into the... He's got tall! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. That's that, the end. Paris Saint-Germain have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Son Heung-min taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain genuinely looked a very good outfit out there. A good collective effort to keep the opposition at bay while also ensuring they carried out enough menace at the other end.
That's it for tonight's match.
Oh, oh my God. We got two offside. Yeah, yeah. 9 loss, 8 wins, 5 draws. Very sexy. Very sexy.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So bring it... Shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Rodrigo. Engages and forces him off the ball. 26th of May 2005, Istanbul, and one of the most famous of all famous comebacks in football. And this man was its catalyst.
Well, come to think of it, Peter, he has a fair share of famous comebacks over his career, but if you think context, this has to be it.
3-0 down at half-time, and his header just after the break sparked that extraordinary miracle against one of Europe's finest teams, finest defences. It is, of course, the legend, the leader, that is Stevie G.
He's in plenty of space here. Has a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gets into some space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
No goals as yet. Lopez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and they're
Oh, he's been caught napping! Nuno Mendes. And Rodrigo. Now it's Kane. And it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. Can he latch on to this?
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
But pour l'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain. Après 27 minutes de jeu par le numéro 8, Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Gerrard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Does want to stand firm and defend it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Strokes it back, and it's hoisted clear. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
They get a throw in. Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Le numéro 18 pour le remplacer.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Otavio. Paris Saint-Germain making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Chabel. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, sweet feet. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Camavinga. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day.
Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs.
Paris Saint-Germain happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the second half gets underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Nuno Mendes. Van Dijk. Gerrard. Now Saliba. Nuno Mendes. Now Son Heung-min. Nuno Mendes. Chabel. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Knocks it into space, and it's been played through, and claimed it back swiftly. Spread neatly, and he's straight offside. Time for a change in personnel.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19, le numéro 5, Gérard. À leur place, le numéro 3, le numéro 7.
Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Out to the left it goes. Delivers with whip. And that should get the job done.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Messi. That's Valverde. Oh, smashing header! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
But pour l'équipe du Paris
Yeah,
Saint-Germain.
to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks
Le
telepathic.
numéro 10.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! And he's kept it out. Camavinga. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. He's picked his way through. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Trap gets good distance on it. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Cross flung in towards the middle. That has been knocked clear. And it's Pedri. Caresses it through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Lopez. That's a good ball out wide. Could move up a gear here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Paris making another change here.
Attention, changement. Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 96. Le numéro 8.
Pedri.
Messi. À leur place,
And it's
le
Camavinga.
numéro 15.
Excellent challenge there,
numéro 17.
uncompromising. Could try cutting inside here. Plays it across. Defending of the desperate variety. Lobbed in behind. Deftly away. And the counter is on.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's in space and looking for options. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance, surely! And the ball's come loose here. Paris Saint-Germain can consider themselves just about safe now. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Son Heung-min. Nuno Mendes. And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Five minutes left on the clock. Lopez. Paris have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Lopez. Lovely bit of skill. Crosses it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Camavinga for Valverde. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Rodrigo. And he's certainly onside here. He has found the way through. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Over to the left. Now, what about a counter-attack? Aimed beyond the defence. Valverde. And there goes the final whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Rodrigo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us...
Let's go. Straight up with you.